If you keep your bed for 8 years and spend about 7 hours a night on that bed, you're going to spend about 20,000 hours on the bed over its life. I'm Sam Edney, owner of Mountain Home and Mattress in Brevard, North Carolina. If you've ever shopped for a bed, you know several things. One, it's important. Two, it's confusing. Three, beds are expensive, and it's very difficult to feel confident that you've made a good decision. And my goal with this video is to prepare you so that you can walk in a bedding store, ask the right questions, try out the beds using the right set of methods, so that when you walk out of that store, you're going to love your bed. So you've decided to replace the bed that your grandmother gave your parents when they got married and that your parents gave you when you went off to college. How do you go about buying a bed? Well, first of all, you need to make a plan. That involves two steps. One is research, and the other is setting a budget. The internet is a valuable source of information about beds and how to buy a bed. So get online, check out the different types of mattresses and the different brands of mattresses, but don't forget friends and family. They are a valuable resource to tell you how those beds actually feel and sleep. And remember, if they give you a very negative report on a mattress, that's important information too. The second thing is the budget. The average couple can buy a decent queen-size bed for $700 to $1,500. Now, what do I mean by decent? What I mean there is you should be able to buy a bed in that price range that's going to last 8 to 10 years, give you a good night's sleep every night with no sags or squeaks. Remember, the fond memory of the low price you paid is inversely proportional to the backaches and sleepless nights you get in return. So you've done your research, you've set a budget, you're ready to go to the store. First thing is plan enough time. Don't do this on your way to pick up the kids' soccer practice. Plan a couple of hours minimum to go visit a mattress store, try out beds, and do a good job of selecting your bed. Next thing is shop together. Husbands and wives rarely see eye to eye on beds. So you want to be there together so you can make a compromise, because it always involves a compromise on the bed you choose. Also, help each other. When you listen to doctors and chiropractors talk about sleep positions and beds and mattresses, they always talk about a neutral spinal position. So you can help each other by, husbands, when your wife is lying in the bed in her sleep position, look at her spine and neck alignment and make sure she's in a neutral spine position so nothing's out of line and muscles are having to work while she sleeps. Third thing, eliminate as many distractions as you can while you're shopping. Leave your pocketbook in the car so you're not constantly worried about where you left it. Leave your cell phones in the car so you're not getting texts or phone calls. If you have small children, consider hiring a babysitter or get grandma and grandpa to keep the kids while you shop. In our store, we have a children's area with toys and books. Regardless of that, children are demanding and they're going to find you and interrupt you. So what you're trying to do is focus on the task. Spend time trying to recreate what happens in your bedroom when you go to bed in a mattress store. Another aspect of that is how you dress. Ladies, you don't want to show up in a mini skirt and high heel boots. You want to wear loose fitting clothes that you're going to be comfortable lying around in a public space, and also that facilitate your changing positions on beds, getting up and down and trying out different beds. The most important thing to remember when you go in the mattress store is to lie down. I'm a southern boy, raised right. Raised right means you don't put your feet on people's furniture and beds. The exception to that is mattress stores. All mattress stores have what are called foot protectors across each bed. They're there to protect the bed and allow you to put your feet up and try those beds out in your sleep position. They also have these big, beautiful display pillows, but people don't sleep on display pillows. People sleep on regular pillows. So you want to use the foot protector, but you don't want to use the display pillow. You're going to try out 4 or 5 or 6 beds before you find 2 or 3 that you really like. When you've narrowed that selection down to 2 or 3 beds that you really like, it's time to focus in, ask the salesperson to leave you alone, spend 15 or 20 minutes on each of those beds that you really like. Why do I say 15 or 20 minutes? On an innerspring bed, in 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to know how that bed's going to sleep. Now, if you're interested in a foam bed, a memory foam bed in particular, you need to double that time, because memory foam is so different. You need to spend more time on it, understanding how it feels and how it's going to sleep. Finally, you want to spend as much time as possible in your sleep position, and pillows play an important part in that. Side sleepers have a little different requirement as far as pillow goes than back sleepers. If you're a stomach sleeper, become a side sleeper. Stomach sleeping is a poor position. It puts reverse pressure on your back. It's just not a good idea. Finally, once you've selected a couple of beds, all things being equal, you have 2 beds with both having good solid warranty periods, but one costs more than the other. All things being equal, buy the least expensive bed. It's just common sense. Just want to thank you folks for taking the time to watch my little video here. I hope I was helpful. I hope you love the next bed you buy.